Welcome to the War on Wellness. I am your host, Penny McPherson, and I am here to give you education and knowledge so that you can look, live, and feel well. So, thank you for joining me on the War on Wellness broadcast. But first, a message from our sponsor. Oh, and today we're talking about who wants to sleep with me. So, welcome back to the War on Wellness. I am Penny, your host, also known as Plant Based Penny. And so, I have a question for you today. Who wants to sleep with me? That is the question. I'm going to tell you why in just a moment. But whether you are a teacher or whether you are a student, whether you work around people or you just want to be well, today's War on Wellness broadcast is for you and it's for me as well. So I I think that there's some things in life that we are our own worst enemy. And so this is the War on Wellness broadcast, right? So sometimes in life we are our own worst enemy when it comes to things that matter. And one of the major points that we can handle in our life is sleep. It is sleep. And so we don't want to be our own worst enemy. We want to know about sleep and why it's so important. And so that's what we're going to be delving into today. So please put in the comments, do you want better sleep? That's a yes or a no, or a Y or an N. Do you want better sleep? I know that I do. I definitely want better sleep. And because of that factor, it really affects so many different areas of our lives. And so, it's kind of funny. Somebody was saying the other day that why is it that babies, they are sleepy and they want to go to sleep, yet they don't go to sleep when it is time to go to sleep. And I could say the same thing for some of us adults, okay? Maybe I'm not the only one, but it is sometimes we are sleepy. We know we need to go to sleep, and yet we don't do so. So I have some people saying hello over in the comments today. I believe they like the title because it is Who Wants to Sleep with Me? And yes, definitely, we want to get better sleep. Wonderful. We all should want to get better sleep. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. One of the, I'm going to give you three reasons if you're good. And I might have a bonus for you at the end. But the primary reason for me being plant-based Penny is health benefits. Because if you get proper sleep, you get sick less often. And who likes to get sick? I mean, don't answer that, but hopefully there are no people who are sane mind who want to get sick. So getting proper sleep, we get sick less often. And so specifically, the infection fighting antibodies in our bodies are reduced when we don't get enough sleep. And so if we're going to be fighting infections, we need to have enough and proper sleep in order to fight those infections. Otherwise, we might get sick more often. And specifically, there are cytokines in our body, and they need to increase. These are like the fighting cells in our bodies. They need to increase when we have an infection, or when we have inflammation, or when we face a high stress environment or situation. So whether we have an inflation sometimes can cause stress, okay? But whether we have an infection or inflammation or stress, the cytokines in our bodies need to increase. And if we don't get proper sleep, they cannot mount up to fight against whatever the challenge is that's facing us. So I know for me, and I'm going to make a confession here, okay? I I got sick several months back, and it was after a period of not eating as well as I should have, not treating my body well, including not getting enough sleep. Okay. And so I did it to myself. And somebody out there, am I the only one? I don't know. I might be the only one who sometimes can be our own worst enemy. And we put ourselves in positions that our body can't fight to the point of good health. But I am happy to report that I'm here to help you in that regard. So, why is sleep so important? But let me just say hello to all those who are watching on Plant Based Penny Life, on my page, and all those who are watching on a personal page, and all those who are watching on YouTube as well. Definitely, I'm on YouTube, so please go and subscribe. I've just loaded quite a few videos there. So, I have another question for you. How many of you had a great night's sleep last night? Well, I tell you what, let's rate our sleep on a scale of 1 to 5. One being a horrible sleep and 5 being a wonderful sleep. So, how was your sleep last night? Is it 1 horrible, 2 just above that, 3 fair, 4 pretty good, 5 just great? So, put in the chat what your numbers were for your sleep last night. I'm going to say that my sleep last night was probably a 4, because I did get enough sleep. And so for adults, enough sleep is between 7 to 8 hours of sleep. If you're sleeping less than that, then you're going to wake up a little bit tired. Your body has not had the proper time to do the healing that needs to do at night. And if you're sleeping more than that, then you may end up groggy, and well, much more than that. So you're sleeping like 10 hours or so, then you may end up a little bit more groggy. So I am hearing here, let's see. Doris, I had a good night's sleep last night. I slept right through the night and woke up at 4:45. Very good. As long as she went to bed early enough for that, that is a good waking up time, definitely, for her demographic. And so we have, let's see, someone else saying my sleep last night was 6. Wake up several times. So they woke up several times. So I'm going to help you with how to get to sleep and how to stay asleep with that. Very good. All right. And so thank you very much for that as well. And thank you for all the comments that I won't be able to put all of them up here, but I appreciate you answering the question. So healthy is one factor that we get sick less often. That's number 1. Number 2 is that we can stay a healthy weight. Stay a healthy weight. So what does that mean? So one of the things that happens to our bodies is that when we don't get enough sleep, we can gain weight. Somebody put healthy weight in the chat. Healthy weight in the chat. So all those who are watching on the replay, thank you for watching as well. So stay a healthy weight. So this is the thing. There used to, at least when I was in high school, and it probably still exists today, there was like a little chart, how tall are you, how tall you are, and what's the other thing? How tall and something. Anyway, there was a little chart that told you, I think it was your age, maybe, I forget, but it was the chart that told you how much you should weigh. And so I want to share with you, plant-based Penny is saying it is not the number on the scale. Please do not be a slave to the scale, because people, depending on their height, their weight, their build, their muscle mass, their scale numbers can be different for a lot of people who are all at the same weight. So a healthy weight is a healthy weight for you, where you aren't experiencing any pain of any sort, and you have a healthy metabolic panel. So all of your blood work is healthy, and you're able to move and exercise without without there being limits to your ability to be able and able-bodied. So a healthy weight, that will be something that you can determine. You can determine that with your medical professional, what that is for you. But I just want you to know it is not the same for everyone. One thing that does happen if you have too much weight is that you are going to be it's going to be more of a challenge for you to exercise. And so then you may feel now, so you have a combination of not enough sleep and extra weight, and then you're going to be too tired to exercise. You're just not going to feel like I okay. I know this from experience, so that's what I'm speaking to you from. And so I'm going to check to see if there are any more comments in here. Thank you for putting healthy weight. My mom is here, you guys. Say hello, mom. And so there are actually scientific reasons too as to why people gain more weight or find it difficult to lose weight if they do not get enough sleep. And so there was a sleep study that was done, and it determined that the sleep or the stress hormone, it signals your body to conserve energy for the next day. So it's telling you that your body needs to hang on to fat. Okay, hang on to the fat, because we're going to need it, because we're going to need energy for the next day, because we didn't get enough sleep the night before. So researchers found that dieters, listen, who cut back on sleep over a 14-day period, that the amount of weight that they lost from fat dropped 55%, even though their calories stayed the same. So in essence, what that's saying is that these people that they studied, they ate the same amount than when they were previously losing weight. And then when they decreased the amount of sleep that they were getting, and they did not get enough sleep, their ability to lose weight decreased by 55%. 55%. So it was over half more difficult for them to be able to lose weight just by the change in the sleep. So that stress hormone in your body is something that you cannot control with the stress hormone that's telling your body to hold on to fat. Is something that you cannot control with just positive affirmations and I am somebody. Thank you, Dr. Reverend Dr. Jesse Jackson. So if you want the ability to be able to lose weight more easily, then get sufficient sleep. Now, of course, there are other factors in there as well, but that is just one of them. And it can also, the third one is it can reduce your stress and improve your mood. Okay, what happens when you don't get enough sleep and then you have to be around people? For a lot of people, what happens with that is they get cranky. They get a little bit irritated. So do you know any irritable people in your life? People who seem to be a negative, or they seem to be someone who always has something to say that is not positive whatsoever. They just may need some more sleep. And if you've ever had a child, been around a child who has been sleepy and they don't get enough sleep, and they just start whining and whining and whining. I mean, that's basically us as an adult. That's basically us as an adult. And so what we want to do is to actually take advantage of what's available for us. All right, so I have a bonus for you, but I do have a question for you. What about sleeping pills to get sound sleep? The It's plant-based penny. I'm going to recommend natural remedies for you to sleep with. Sleeping pills, they also, and just about like 99% of pharmaceutical medicines have side effects. And so you don't want to produce a problem in your body that your body's going to have to solve, or is going to have a challenge filtering out through your detoxing systems, your liver, your kidneys. So melatonin is something that you can take. However, I will talk more about that on Monday's kickoff. Okay, what do I mean by that? So when I ask the question, which is, who wants to sleep with me? So the question is, who wants to sleep with me? And so actually, I don't want to know that answer, so don't put that in comments. But the question goes to the challenge that will begin, and it will begin next week. Okay, it is called the Who Wants to Sleep with Me Challenge. And what that entails, it doesn't cost anything. It is totally free for you, because all I want to do is to help you. And so it is a challenge to get 5 nights of good sleep. And we're going to start that on next week. And I'm going to be sharing with you every day tips on how you can sleep well and how you can make sure that you're getting the proper amounts of sleep. And so it's an opportunity for us to be good to ourselves and to challenge ourselves to sleep. I mean, this is something that I need. And so I want to share with you, and I want us to be able to increase our wellness together. So I'll make daily posts on how you can sleep well. And we're going to be dealing with the space in your head and the space in your room, as well as diet and exercise. So starting Monday, 5 days, it's free. It's here so that I can help you. And it's going to be available on all my channels, and especially the people in my attention and detail. So if you're not already following me on Facebook, and my Facebook group, please join, which is Plant-Based Penny Life. If you're not already there, and I can give you additional information there. I will have a video that I'll post on Monday as well, so that it will give you everything that you need. But just stay tuned to my pages, and I'm going to make this simple for you so that you can follow it, and so that you too can have better and proper sleep. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm Penny, also known as Plant-Based Penny. I help people move from problems to progress with plant-based solutions. And I'm here to help you with speaking engagements and consultations, group consultations, and one-on-one consultations. So thank you so much for watching, and we will look forward to seeing you soon.